Hey everybody, welcome back to another Next Level Lawn Care video. It's cold out today. It's like 39 degrees and it's supposed to be raining all day. But we've got a last little bit of cleanup to do in the front and the backyard before we start spreading all of our topsoil. And unfortunately, it rained last night. It's been raining this morning and it's going to rain all day today. It's not supposed to let up more than like 20 minutes at a time. It's just kind of supposed to be a drizzle all day. And I was already out in the yard and got my boots all caked up in mud, and so I'm hoping that this doesn't turn into a bigger headache or a bigger mess and a headache than what I already have. But hopefully we'll get this cleaned up. So we've kind of got all these little piles of rock that I kind of raked up. I'm going to use I got the mini skid steer again. We're going to use that to scoop these up. So once we get all that out, we're going to get this topsoil right here spread out as evenly as we can and kind of graded throughout the front and back. If I need to, I'll order a little bit more. I've got this machine today and until noon tomorrow, so all right, so this is going to be a headache. I already see a major issue where the load that I took over here, where I'm just kind of stockpiling all this crap I'm pulling out right on the side of my property here, kind of extending this parking way a little bit. So when I took it over there, the tracks got all caked up in mud, and then when I rolled through the rock, it picked up all that rock and I had to scrub it off on the driveway. So, and then it's having a hard time keeping traction in here and pushing through anything because it's such slick mud with all the clay that's in it. So that I'm not tracking all the rock from the side over here back into the yard that I'm trying to take it out of, I think I'm just going to do my best to load this gorilla cart up each time with the load and then take it over there and dump it. So we'll see how this goes. I tell you what, guys, I would not be able to do this without this gorilla cart. It is so sopping wet and muddy out here. My guy just lost a tire out of the bed of his truck, almost hit my car. It is so sopping muddy out here. I would not be able to do this with a wheelbarrow, not even close. It's right over here in front of my vehicle.
Wow.
Hit the curb and stopped right there.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
And this window wasn't supposed to go down with my tailgate up.
Oh.
It's amazing I didn't break the glass was open.
Right. Yeah, I got lucky.
Building that yourself?
Yeah.
Or are you doing the landscaping?
No, I live here.
You're doing the whole house? You building it yourself?
No, I didn't build the house. No. Just tearing out all the rock and putting in grass.
I'm hiring somebody to do that.
Yeah, I should have. This is the unfortunate thing about getting rentals in my area is it takes a week or two in advance because they only have one mini skid and everybody's trying to rent it, so you got to reserve it in advance and you don't know what the freaking weather's going to be sometimes. So unfortunately we're working in the rain and the mud today, but as I was able to get all that rock out of there. Now it's just a bunch of heaping mud piles that hopefully I'll be able to knock down as soon as it starts to dry out a little bit before they turn into bricks this time. I'm going to try to do my best to do that. I'm hoping that's by morning that this dries up a little bit enough to be able to get all of this spread. So if not, I'll be spreading it on top of the mud and hoping for the best because I'm not shoveling all that by hand. All right, so for the backyard, I'm going to try to pick these piles up real quick and try not to make too much of a mess. And it is pretty sticky back here too, so All right, guys, it is the next day. Unfortunately, again, we had all that rain yesterday, which made everything a sloppy mess to work in, and it was very difficult. I was making big ruts with the skid, and I ended up breaking the sprinkler head, which we're gonna have to take a look at that today. I forgot about that. But camera died last night. It started just dumping rain for a little bit, and I just wanted to hurry up and get done. I didn't want to take a break and run in and grab another battery and reset up, so I didn't get any footage of me spreading any of the topsoil, but we got that all spread in the front and the back. We just need to get it raked in. So here it is in the back. We just need to try and get this smoothed out a little bit, and then we'll be ready to plant some grass seed. We got the topsoil spread here in the front, and there's just a couple little cleanup spots left to do right here on this corner. Get some of that little bit of rock scooped back up out of there, kind of around the edges, rake it out a little bit smoother, and then the front will be ready for grass. Hell yeah. Rake this in. Oh, that's a big old chunk of the old clay crap that was in here. Make sure it's not full of rocks still. So that's looking pretty good right there to me. So one of the problems I think I'm going to run into in the yard is because I put so much fresh topsoil in here and I don't have any way of rolling it down and compacting it a little bit, there's going to be a lot of settling over time, and we'll probably have to do some leveling out here again in the future. So I'm not trying to get this like perfect right now. I just don't want any big bumps or divots or anything where water will pool. So I'm just trying to get it somewhat smooth for now. Big hump right here. All right, whew. That was a lot of work raking this backyard out, trying to get it somewhat smooth. Like I said, I'm not going for level, just smooth for now. Maybe in the future we'll do some top dressing and such back here and try to reduce the humps and bumps even more. But for now, I feel like I could spend a week out here trying to get this with that leveling rake. It does a pretty good job of knocking down the high spots and filling in the low spots, but just it is what it is. At some point you got to say good enough for now. So all right, let's take a look at it. so here we go. That was an oopsie with the skid steer. All right, so still a little bit of a hump over here and a little bit of a low spot there, and it's all kind of low in here. So unfortunately the grade back here is just, it wasn't done right when the house was built. There's no fall away from the house. The house is honestly one of the lowest spots on the property, so I've got some drainage issues. It's going to be what it is, but I've got a little bit of a slope away from the house now into kind of a valley here through this area, and then the highest spot is the back of the property over here, so it kind of falls back that way, so, or falls down that way. I appreciate you guys very much. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. We're a new channel still, but we're growing, and there's going to be a lot of great things coming in the future that I don't think you want to miss out on. Later this afternoon, hopefully I get this seed planted in the ground, and we'll get some grass growing here finally. Oh yeah, oh yeah. As always, hit that like. I already said that. As always, get your lawn to the next level. We'll see you guys.